Have you ever wondered what happens when an artist goes from being a local rapper to becoming one of the biggest names on the planet? Because for Central C, the journey looks glamorous from the outside. Millions of streams, luxury cars, designer fashion, sold-out shows. But behind every success story is a side that most people never see. And that's exactly what we're exploring today. Before the fame, Central C was just another young artist trying to make a name for himself in one of the most competitive music scenes in the world. UK rap is crowded with talented artists, and standing out is incredibly difficult. For years, he worked on his sound, experimented with different styles, and searched for what would make people pay attention. What makes his story interesting is that success didn't arrive overnight. Many fans discovered him through viral hits and assumed he appeared out of nowhere. But behind those viral moments were years of preparation, setbacks, and uncertainty. And that's where the first hidden challenge begins. Success changes everything. The moment an artist becomes famous, expectations explode. Suddenly, every song is compared to previous hits. Every move becomes news. Every decision gets analyzed by thousands, sometimes millions of people online. For most people, a mistake is seen by a few friends. For global celebrities, a mistake can become a headline. And Central C knows that reality better than most. As his popularity grew across Europe, North America, and beyond, the spotlight became brighter. Fans wanted more music, labels wanted bigger numbers, social media wanted constant content. But what happens when you're expected to stay at the top every single day? That's where the pressure begins. Many artists talk about how difficult it is to balance creativity with expectations. Fans want something new, but they also want the same feeling that made them become fans in the first place. It's a challenge that has ended careers. Yet somehow Central C continues finding ways to stay relevant. But there's another side to fame that people rarely discuss. The internet never forgets. Every interview, every lyric, every social media post can be revisited years later. In today's world, artists aren't judged only by their latest release. They're judged by everything they've ever said or done. And when you're one of the biggest names in music, criticism comes with the territory. Some people praise your work. Others question every move you make. No matter what happens, someone will disagree. That's the reality of global fame. Now here's where things get even more interesting. Despite all the attention surrounding him, Central C has managed to maintain a level of mystery that many celebrities lose once they become famous. Fans know the music, they know the image, but they often don't know much about the person behind it. And that mystery has become part of his brand. The less people know, the more curious they become. The more curious they become, the more attention follows. And attention is one of the most valuable currencies in entertainment. But attention can also become a burden. Imagine having millions of people watching every move you make. Imagine knowing that every public appearance could become a trending topic. Imagine feeling pressure to constantly prove that you deserve your position. That's something many successful artists experience, even if they rarely talk about it publicly. And this leads us to perhaps the biggest hidden side of Central C's success: the fear of slowing down. When you're climbing, the goal is reaching the top. When you're already at the top, the goal becomes staying there. Those are two completely different battles. History is filled with artists who had one huge moment and then disappeared from the spotlight. Fans move on, trends change, new stars emerge. The music industry is constantly searching for the next big thing. That's why maintaining success can be harder than achieving it. And yet, Central C continues competing in an environment where attention spans are shorter than ever. Think about that for a second. Millions of songs are released every year. Thousands of creators fight for attention every day. But somehow, certain artists continue standing out. That doesn't happen by accident. It requires consistency, discipline, and the ability to adapt. Now, does that mean everything is perfect? Of course not. Every major artist faces criticism, challenges, and difficult moments. That's part of being in the public eye. But what often gets overlooked is how much pressure comes with the lifestyle that fans admire. The luxury, the fame, the success, those things come with responsibilities that most people never experience. And that's why the dark side of Central C isn't necessarily some shocking secret. It's the reality that fame itself can be a challenge. The pressure to perform, the pressure to stay relevant, the pressure to keep growing while millions of people watch. Those pressures don't disappear when success arrives. In many ways, they become even bigger. So the next time you see the headlines, the luxury lifestyle, or the massive streaming numbers, remember there's another side to the story. Because behind every successful artist is a person navigating expectations, criticism, competition, and constant public attention. And for Central C, that may be the most difficult challenge of all. What do you think is the biggest challenge Central C faces today? Staying relevant, handling pressure, or maintaining privacy? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the stories behind the world's biggest stars.